Hey, collective, it's me. It's your girl Stacy, and no, I haven't gotten dressed yet. I went out and did my walk. Remember the time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm gonna do a little different reading today. I'm gonna do a rune reading. I do this for myself, and I felt like, I'm going on a limb with this one, okay? So I'm gonna pull a rune, and then we're gonna get an ancestor reading, okay? Alright, so let's get the rune. Let me get my phone here so I can tell you the meaning of it when it comes out. Where are they? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Let's get your rune. I already said that. This should be good. Pull it out. Get y'all a good one. Alright, what we got here? This is the room we got. I don't know. Child, look at me. What's this one? I forget what this one is. Oh, Dagaz. Ooh, endings, completion. Alright, come on. Awakening, enlightenment, invisibility, incommunicable, paradox, non-duality. Time is an illusion that once realized is lovingly embraced nonetheless. Literally day or dawn. Okay? Paradoxal truth, incommunicable experience, conceptual realization, enlightenment, satori. Twilight, dawn, polarity, non-dual reality, unity, synthesis, transmutation. Another day, daylight, the inevitable dawn, inevitability of dawn. Divination, awakening, awareness, hope, happiness, the ideal paradigm shift or lack of vision, sleep, blindness, hopelessness, cataclysmic change. Let's see. Dagaz is a counterpart to the rune Jera. Both refer to time. Jera on an annual cycle and Dagaz on a daily cycle. Both are runes of change. Jera is a rune of gentle change. Dagaz is a rune of bold change. For example, the burst of light at the moment of illumination. It contains within its energies the experience called satori, a spiritual awakening experience common in all cultures. What else? Okay. Dagaz can be used to gain absolute stillness. It is invisible, transforming power. The vibrational patterns of the self or an object can be dampened so that the perception of material things to the human eye grow faint. Finding this point of poise takes great skill and practice with Dagaz, but mystery of this rune of enlightenment leads down the path of disappearance. Mastery of invisibility leads to the understanding of existence through its opposite, non-existence. Alright, so seeing things from a high perspective, transmuting energy, creating change, necessary change, right? Oh, we're doing ancestor reading. Let's see what Spirit had to say. Alright, Spirit, what's the message here? Dagaz. Anything else? The point of poise entails balancing polarities, your dark and your light, right? So that all mystery is revealed to consciousness. Ooh, high perspective, right? The transformation of paradox into non-dual awareness occurs with Dagaz energies. It is to find the center between two extremes. Come on, Spirit. And maintaining a state of mind undisturbed by any mental or emotional storms. Come on, Spirit. Ooh-wee. Mastering your energy. You hear me? Mastering your emotions. Come on, Spirit. It is to find the center between two extremes and maintaining a state of mind undisturbed by any mental or emotional storm. At the center, all power is to be found, and equilibrium is a desirable attainment. This practice eventually leads to the practitioner no longer requiring a single right or wrong answer to the mysteries, and many truths can exist complementary to one another. No one single belief or viewpoint is sufficient, and so all beliefs and all viewpoints can be progressively abandoned. In the stillness and silent questioning of the mind that is left behind, all truth resounds. So ain't nobody right or wrong, right? It's all in your perspective. Come on, Spirit. Let's see, what's the message here from my collective? And this is you learning, you know what I'm saying, how to balance out your emotions, right? How to keep them in check. You know, doing that shadow work, right? And going in there and pulling all them roots out, you know what I'm saying? All that trauma, whatever you had to deal with in life. You know, we all have to go through some things in life. Child, I wish I would have did my hair, but, you know, it's all good. I'll get to it. I ain't in no rush today, you know what I'm saying? I've learned if I don't be myself, then I will forever be stuck trying to get it together before I come here and give you the message. You know what I'm saying? So what's more important? How I look or what I say? Thank you, Spirit. Come on now. It is the final. What we got? We got storyteller. Come on now. Imagination. Wow, your inspiration is the Holy One. God. Come on now. Can I get one? Man, well, it came on out. Mother. Wow. Nurturing. Life giver. Come on now. Healer. With the storyteller, Holy One, and the nurturing, the storyteller is giving you the energy of someone that you can share your story just as I do, you know. You can share your experience, your strength, and hope. Okay? Yeah. And maybe some people may not believe your story. Okay? Maybe they may think that it's all in your imagination, that you're making things up. This is what I'm hearing. All right? But see, because you get your inspiration from Spirit, from God, right? You have learned to use your Dagaz. You have learned to transmute that negative energy into a positive energy, right? You haven't allowed people to shut you down because of what you're saying. You know, maybe it is that some people don't believe you, but then there's a lot of people that want you to shut up and keep that hidden. You hear me? But see, your inspiration is through Father, and you are a healer. You're a nurturer. You're a mother. You may very well be a mother. You can transform this into being a father if you're a single parent. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you give life because that's what it says. Life giver. All right? You're very nurturing. You're very spiritual. All right? And you share your experience, strength, and hope in order to heal others so others can come and transmute their own energy, right? And create a balance in their own life. If they work through the healing, if they work through the pain and the trauma, right? They can get their emotions in check. And then, you know, they can live on a lighter side of things. They don't have to continue to stay in darkness. The darkness is there, and it's always going to be there. But it's about how you allow it to motivate you, how you allow it to move you. You know, I hope I'm saying that right. How you allow it to motivate you and the choices that you make. You know, a lot of times we can make choices out of pain. We make choices out of fear, out of hurt. We're trying to protect ourselves. We don't want to be hurt again. Sometimes we do it out of anger and resentment. We want other people to feel what we felt, right? But we also know that hurt people, right? And if somebody is in pain and they're inflicting pain on others, then they already know how it feels. That's why you have to not allow other people's behaviors, other people's thoughts and feelings to overcome who you are as a person. Those are their feelings. All right? And sometimes people lash out and they hurt us, you know what I'm saying? But you got to understand, those are their feelings. They're not yours. You have to give people leadway, give people grace as God has given you. right? That's what this nurturing is. That's how we do as children. When our children do something wrong, we get with them, and we try to tell them what they did wrong, and we try to correct that behavior, right? We try to let them know that's not the way to go. Not beat them because they did something out of their emotions. We don't hate people because of them doing things out of the way they feel. But we got to get there, though, right? If you're not balanced in your emotions, you're not gonna feel that. You're gonna feel like, what the fuck, right? And then you're gonna want to retaliate, and that just goes to show you still got some more healing to do. Me too. Don't get it twisted. There's some days that I'll get on here and be like, yo, listen, right? You know what I'm saying? I try not to do it as much because I try to go to God instead. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes my pride, my ego, the pain. Because some days I just want it to stop. Hello. Let's see what's going on here. All right, Spirit, what's this message for my collective? Also, Spirit says somebody's mother, I don't know if your mother is still here, somebody's mother could be watching over them, okay? Or a mother figure in your life. Spirit said they're proud of you. Oh. Yeah, never mind. Okay, Spirit said that you're a generational curse breaker. That's what Spirit said. You're a generational curse breaker. You ain't imagining nothing that happened to you. That's your story. And you're inspired by God to tell your story so that you can help heal other people. That's it. That's that. Okay? And you have overcome because of God, because of your healing, because of you going to the root and clean. God, you allow God to transform you. And how do we do that? We do the healing. We understand. I understand. I've been through a lot of shit, but that doesn't give me the excuse to go out here and wreak havoc in other people's lives. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say I ain't done it, but you know what I'm saying? It don't. We need to heal that. Because as we go on, then our children start to mimic us. Their children mimic them, and there we go. We at the same vicious cycle, right? But when one of us, just one of us, decides, I don't want to live like that no more. I don't want to hurt no more, and I don't want to hurt anybody else. That's where God comes in. That's where you get your inspiration. That's where your healing comes. When you are willing, God will assist you. He will guide you. He will show you. And let me tell you, it is not for the weak. Because you're not only fighting your own demons, you fighting your whole generation's demons. Those that came before us that were unable to sit down and say, I don't want to do it like this no more. I don't want to stay in this abusive relationship. I don't want to stay connected to someone that beats me. I don't want to, behave in the same way that my parent or their parents did. You know what I'm saying? I want to give my children more love where I ain't hear that shit at home. You understand what I'm saying? And what kind of person did that make? It made me feel abandoned and lonely. And you know why it made me feel that way? Because I was unwilling to stop loving. So it brought me pain. But see, that's how God made me. Sometimes I'd be mad, why you make me like this? And even if I wanted to, at this point in my life, even if I wanted to retaliate, I couldn't. Because once you know, you can't go back to not knowing. Immediately, I know that is not right. I don't care what has happened. And let me say something else I want to make clear before I continue on with this reading. Like, I know my relationship with my children. I just want to make something clear. I love my children. Each and every one of them. I want a relationship with my children, but a healthy one. Let me make that clear. A healthy one. So that means if I have to do the work, you got to do the work. Because we can't coexist in this shit no more. Let's keep going. I just want to put that out there. All right? In case there was some confusion. I love my children. I love my family. But there's some healing that needs to be done. And that's the truth. And yes, I feel outcasted because I chose, to stop. I don't want it no more. It hurts. It's painful. Seven of Pentacles. Looking at your investments, right? Feeling like nothing's growing. If you're someone that you're in the public eye, or even if you're someone that talks about, openly about some things that may have gone on in your life, and maybe, look, Ten of Pentacles, family, I can't make it up. Look, you ain't happy with what's growing out of these seeds that you've been planting. It's time to plant some new seeds. And this comes with family. This is breaking the generational curse right here. You hear me? I know they're pentacles, but pentacles are life, right? They're seeds that grow, that create fruit. Emotional, physically, financially, spiritually. Those are those seeds. Those are gifts from God. You're responsible for how they grow, what comes out of that pot, what comes out of that soil. What you put in is what's coming out. You understand? There's a lot of people that are afraid of your story. You hear me? They're afraid of you telling the truth because they don't want to take a look at it. They were unable, right, to stand up for themselves. Or maybe they didn't even know. Because listen, I can promise you, when I had my first child, didn't nobody tell me how no baby was coming out of me. Nobody told me what I was going to have to endure. I had to read it in books. I had my child by myself with the help of the doctors. But you know what I'm saying? I was alone. Come on, Spirit. Come on now. The lovers, choices. Here I go, y'all. Come on now. And I'm not talking about these things because I want empathy or sympathy. I'm talking about because I know it's going to help somebody else. That's what God told me to do. Share your experience, your strength, and your hope. My experience, it wasn't the greatest. My strength is my Father. My hope is that if I can change, then my children will follow. You understand? At some point in their life, they want to make those changes. Whether we come together or we don't. If I made a difference, that's my purpose. Sometimes things happen in our lives, you know what I'm saying, that are not as we planned, not as we thought. But it's up to me and you, right, to go to God, right, and find the answers. Not to just take it on face value. Because everything happens for a reason. The removing and the shaping and all that stuff in your life, listen, it has to go that way. If you're going to make a change, then change is going to happen. And it may not be comfortable. You hear me? Come on, Spirit, what's this message? But it's a choice. You know, it's a choice. You chose to follow the path that the Lord is leading you down. You serving a purpose. Whether it looks like it or it don't. You know what I mean? But you have to know the truth. People outside, they ain't going to understand until they get in alignment with God themselves. Right? Come on, Spirit. What's this message? Nurturing is what it's going to take. You know, I don't blame my ancestors for the way they had to be raised because, and I'm going to speak for black folks, because we came out of oppression. We were slaves. Wasn't no white people slaves that I know. It wasn't no other race slaves. We were the only slaves I know about. So we were oppressed. We weren't allowed to feel. We weren't allowed to raise our kids and shit the way we wanted to. You understand? And that's a mentality that grows over generations. I'm not saying that other races ain't have been oppressed. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about what's publicly known. So, as we come into freedom, right? As we be more able to do things the way we want to, there's still that mentality that we picked up, right? That's passed on. We ain't slaves no more. We are free to choose our own life today. No, it ain't perfect. No, this world's not fair. But you got a choice. You got a choice to roll with that bullshit or to do something different. Because all it takes is one person to make a wave. At least I know when I leave this earth, right? At least I know I left some jewels for my babies. I know I left. And not just for my babies, but for anybody that follows me. And you can use them. And it will help. Spirit, what's this message? Nine of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. Somebody could regret their choices, Somebody could feel in regret about some choices that they made. And that's how it works. If we don't feel no remorse and no regret, then it ain't working. Because it's about change. In order to change, you have to be put on rock bottom, right? You got to hit that fucking wall hard. And then you say, damn, I know I ain't finna go that way no more. Ace of Pentacles. It's a gift. It's a blessing. I don't know. Somebody's in regret. I don't know. It's something spiritual as well, because this fell right on the Holy One. Someone may regret some choices that they made, because you got the Lovers. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. Absolutely. Somebody regret. Spirit, come on. Somebody regrets the gift. This was a gift. Somebody regrets the choices they made with the gift that they were given. All right? And this could be a mother. This could be a child. Take it how it resonates. Put it where the energy belongs. Where is this energy in your life? It don't have to be parents. It could be siblings. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? Put that energy where it applies in your life. Come on, Spirit. What's this message? Somebody regrets the choices, how they invested. Maybe they didn't believe you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they said you was in your head. It was your imagination. Look. See the top of this? Look at that. That's a family, right? Come on now. But see, look at that. That's purple. That's royalty. That's spirit. They scared of the spiritual knowledge that you know. You're right next to it, the Holy One. They know that that's your inspiration is from God. They know that, and they regret. Somebody regrets that you were a gift. Somebody regrets not nurturing you, not being there for you, for not showing you the way. But to their defense, and I'm saying this because it's true, they can't give you what they don't know, what they don't have. Come on, Spirit. What's this message? Listen. The sun. They see now. It's being illuminated. It's something they can't deny. Look at that red flag. They can't deny it. It's visible. They see it. It's very bright. Come on now. And when we become awakened, let me tell you something. It's very easy to slip back into darkness because of the shame and guilt. I've been there, done it. I slipped back into that darkness, back into the addiction. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta understand also that even in the changed behavior, right? Even in asking for forgiveness, we can't force people to be healed as we are. You know what I'm saying? When we get to that point where we can ask for forgiveness, We can't expect people to always forgive us, because they have to be at a point, in a healing point as well, so that they can forgive you. And we can't hold that against them. Right? But we're not to let them run over us either. You hear me? No, sir. They don't have to forgive us, but they will not be abusing us. You understand? They are not judged. They are not God to make us pay the way they think we should pay. If you really think about it, you already paid. You paid when you made the choices that you made, or the choices that you didn't make, right? Ain't that suffering enough, knowing that you weren't available? Ain't that suffering enough? Some people may feel different, but that's because they're still in their shadow side. They're still in the pain. They're still in the hurt, right? They're still in the blame. Come on, Spirit. Listen. King of Cups in the Chariot. Look, you see how his feet ain't in that water, right? They got that cup. That's because they holding on to shit. It's time to go. Ain't no emotions involved here. They ain't in their emotions. They got them. They full of them. Look at them. They're surrounded by water. But they'll never show it. Somebody even looks a little angry. Come on, Spirit. What's this message? What's the message here? Tower. Listen. 3 of Cups and a Tower. Well, some kind of celebration, but there's a tower. Come on, Spirit. Spirit said they celebrated, right? Look at this, 10 of Cups. I don't know, something about a choice. Something about an investment. Somebody was celebrating, but they have a tower moment now. They was all right with the choice they made, but they ain't all right with that choice now. You know, I don't know what this is. This could be you. As you speak up, you tear down that foundation, you know. You tear down those walls that people have been hiding behind, right? You create a storm. You uproot shit. Look at that. The whole foundation is being uprooted. The whole shit is burning down. That's right. You know what that is? That's your mindset. That's you changing the damn narrative. Once you decide, I'm not living in that darkness no more, that tears down a whole bunch of shit. That's a tower for some folks. You hear me? Because now, because of you standing up for yourself, that also puts a spotlight on those people that are in your life. They regret it. Because we keep it silent for so long, then we don't talk about this shit in our families. We just go on as if, right? A lot of us separate, move away, right? We try to get as far away from it as possible. But ain't nobody trying to heal. You think running from it is going to be okay? Drinking and drugging and partying is going to make it okay? It does not. It does, because at the end of the day, you got to look at yourself in the mirror. You're responsible for your own happiness, nobody else. For your own life, how it goes. Listen, I'm telling you, somebody, y'all could be moving away from family. I'm telling you, didn't I just say that? Some of you could have just made the decision just to move away from your family instead of doing the work. You can move away from your family and still do the work. But if that's necessary, it's necessary. But I'm telling you, whatever this was, whatever this foundation was, this house, is being demolished. And that spirit tearing that shit down. Do you hear me? You see, that's coming from the air. Okay, Spirit. Let's keep going here. What's the message here? What is this 9 of Swords on the Holy One? Somebody could also feel ashamed in front of God. I'm just saying, that's what I see with this 9 of Swords under the Holy One. What's this? Listen. Come on now. Somebody's ashamed before God. Yes, somebody feels exposed. Thank you, Spirit. There's no need to feel exposed. All we're doing is exposing the lie. That's all. Look, listen. Breaking generational curses. Come on, spirit. That's what you telling me. That's what you showing. Listen. You may have been abandoned because of your beliefs. Right? Because you decide to go the other way. You decide to do it different. Right? You decide to say, no, I don't want to continue my life this way. Come on, spirit. Listen. Somebody may want to come and apologize to you. Look, those were some empty cups that were never filled. But yet here comes this cup, right? With all this sweets, all this sugar, you know. Somebody may want to give you a gift. But look how you're looking at this person. Like, you ain't never gave me shit. And now all of a sudden here you come want to give me a gift. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I don't know who that's for. Somebody don't trust somebody. You know? Maybe somebody feels let down. Somebody looking at somebody like, is this a trick? What's in that cup? What's in that cup? It's shiny and everything, but all the other cups are empty. You know, it's like, why now? Or maybe somebody's seeing that that's what they need to do. Finally come with something in the cup. Take it how it resonates. Listen. Yeah, you may have felt abandoned and left out. Isolated. Come on now. Somebody realizing with this sun and this nurturing. Yeah, somebody realizing they probably need to come in and put something in that, bring you a cup with something in it. That's why you're looking, because there was never anything in those cups. There was always empty. There was no nurturing. There was no love. There was no compassion. There was no healing. There was no hugging and, you know what I'm saying, and connection. That's why you're looking at this person like they crazy. Not that they crazy, but you know, it's you know what I'm talking about. Y'all get the gist of it. I don't want to go that deep. Spirit, what's this message for my collective? Close this out. Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. Rejection, abandonment, grieving. Look, you're dressed in black like you're going to a funeral. Mourning the loss of those cups. The mistakes. Right? The cups fell over. They poured. They spilled milk. Look at that in the background. Water under the bridge. Queen of Pentacles, stable, grounded, focused. I'm picking up Capricorn energy here. Five of Pentacles. What's the... And something's hidden with this moon. Look, somebody's in regret. I'm telling you. Did I not tell you that? Somebody could be sick. Somebody could be in the hospital. They look like hospital colors. Alright, thank you, Spirit. What is this Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Moon, Spirit? Because somebody got some regrets, you know. Somebody's mourning a whole lot of losses. Maybe you had to because with this Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody that's single. Alone. Working by themselves, creating on their own, creating their own stability. Okay, maybe you could have felt like you had to do a lot on your... What did I say? With my first child, I had to have that baby by myself. When nobody at the hospital with me. Not when it was time to push. Come on, Spirit. But I'm just saying that, you know, not to don't put my story in here, but I'm just saying, you know, with this Queen of Pentacles energy, maybe you could have felt like you had to go on by yourself, you know. Okay, what's this message? Two of Cups, choices again. This is relationships, family. What's on the bottom? Look at that. Four of Cups. Rejection. You may have felt rejected. Yeah, look at this. 5 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, because of what you're speaking. Because it's tearing down the foundation. It's tearing down those thoughts. It's tearing down those old paradigms. Those old ways of doing things. By you speaking your truth, it's tearing down the foundation. So you can rebuild a better foundation. And you may have been abandoned and left out in the cold because of it. Because people don't like you to tell their shit. What they say, what happens in the house, stay in the house. Yeah, that's why we all effed up right now. From incest, sexual traumas, all that shit. Having babies with family members, all that mess. Cheating, lying, stealing because that's all they knew. When you have to lie, cheat, and steal, you're afraid that you can't have it. I'm going to be honest with you. If you have to lie, cheat, steal, and take from somebody else, that's because you don't feel like you are good enough to have it on your own. Period. That's a self-esteem issue. Or it could be just greed. Take it out of resonates. Alright, anything else, Father, before we get off of here? You're a life giver. Earth angel. Because, you know why? Because you took the time to heal. And then let the universe heal. Look at them hands. Heal you. Come on, Spirit. Talk about it. So that you can heal others. Listen. Elevation. That's right. Graduation. Commitment. Wheel of Fortune. A change. There's a change in the wind. Look. 3 of Swords. With this Wheel of Fortune, you're making a change. And it's elevating you. This 4 of Wands could be, it could be school, it could be education, it could be a community, a home. Spirit, come on now. You're changing the way things are to the way they should be. Harmony, love, peace, and communication and working together. Right? In harmony and peace and love. Creating. No more hiding, right? No more manipulation. No more low self-esteem and self-worth. No more abuse. Because not only do we abuse others when we withhold and we don't give that nurturing, that's abuse. Just like if you don't feed your pet, right? Isn't that animal neglect? If you don't feed your child, right? That's abuse, right? Come on, Spirit. You had the courage to tell your story. And your story is like so many others, I promise. So many secrets, right? Those family secrets. Man, listen, they're going to be the death of us. All right, y'all. Let me say this. I am overwhelmed by the views the last video got. Oh my God, thank you guys so much. And I read all y'all comments. Oh my God. I was like, I ain't going to be able to get through all these, right? But I want to say this, though. Y'all ain't subscribing. Can y'all subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow? I can reach more people. We can reach more people. You know what I mean? So, don't just like the videos. Subscribe to the channel. Help me grow my channel. All right? Help me grow our channel. Y'all my soul tribe. We're in this together. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all. Y'all have a good day. Deuces.